today's video, you're going to learn about a piece of Wisconsin's logging history. At the end of the video, share out which parts you found the most interesting.
Hey everybody! So I'm coming to you right now from Round Lake, Wisconsin, specifically the Round Lake Logging Dam that helps us understand a part of Wisconsin history. So one of the major challenges of logging was not cutting the trees. It was getting the trees to a mill and to other places where they could do something with it. Back in the day, the easiest way to transport that much lumber was by way of the rivers. Now, if you live close to a big river like the Wisconsin River, like the Nakusa area, that's not so tough. You basically float them down the big river and you can get them to their markets. So when working with small rivers and streams, the challenge was getting enough water pressure to move that much lumber downstream. That's where logging dams like this came into play.
When you look at this map of the major river courses in Wisconsin, you'll find Round Lake in the upper middle part of the state. As we zoom in on this enlarged view of the Chippewa River Valley, you will see that the water from Round Lake flows through a series of small streams towards Chippewa Falls, and from there to the Mississippi River. In the northern forests, logging crews would work throughout the winter. Freshly cut pine logs were loaded onto horse-drawn sleighs and hauled on ice roads to Round Lake to await the spring thaw. In the spring, as the lake ice broke up, men floated logs to the dam. They then used these hand-cranked gears you see to raise the sluice gates. The loggers would stand on the timber frame of the dam and use long poles to pull the logs through the sluiceway into the holding pond.
So when the holding pond had enough logs in it, what they would do is then close the sluice gate so that dam all of a sudden would stop water. They would wait until the water level rose coming from Round Lake till it got to that top level of timbers about there, about 10-foot wall of water. Then they would release it all at once, and all that water pressure would push those logs downstream down to the next dam. All told, there were about 100 dams just like this one between here and Chippewa Falls, where the mill was that processed this lumber.
Today, the Round Lake Logging Dam is the last existing log driving dam in the Upper Great Lakes region and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places.
So even though it doesn't look like much, little dams like this were a major part of Wisconsin history. It took creativity, it took work, but in the end, they found a way to get the job done.
All right, now it's your turn. Share out to someone in your class something from the video that you found interesting. You take care.